card, right? So I'll move to our administration console page. Okay, so if any questions under logs, please let me know. Else we'll move to security. No questions, right? I'm moving to security. Okay. In Informatica, we have two types of security. One is native, means it comes with Informatica software, and one more is LDAP. It will comes with it's global for project. I'll tell you how LDAP will work when we comes to that part. Okay, first we'll discuss about native security. How we'll create users and how we'll create groups, and also how we'll give permissions for users and groups. Okay, for example, if some new guy came to Informatica development team, he need access on our repository service. Okay, he need to access the repository service in all four tools: repository manager, repository mapping designer, and also workflow manager, and also workflow monitor. At the time, what we have to do first, if you don't have native security, if you don't have LDAP security, what you have to do, you have to go to admin console page, select the security, and go to native, right click, or else go to actions tab here and create. Okay, I'll create one user, Kumar. Okay, and I need to give permissions for password for Kumar. Okay, Kumar Swami. Okay, if you click on, if you want to give any description, you can give. If you want to give phone number and email, you can give under here, but in real time will not give any phone number and any email. Okay, we'll leave it. Okay, click on OK. Okay, now you will be able to see Kumar. Okay, you will be able to see Nandu. Okay, now what will happen, Kumar is part of development team. Okay, what we can give permissions for Kumar. Okay, as of now he don't have permissions on both repository service and domain. Okay, you can give permissions, but instead of giving permissions for Kumar, better will create one group. Okay, we'll add all developers into that group and we'll give permissions for the group, right? Instead of giving permissions for single user, it's risk, right? Every time you have to create, every time you have to give permissions for single user. Instead of that, what we can do, we'll create one group called development, create group. You have to click on actions, click on actions, create group name is development. Okay, and click on OK. Okay, now development group has been displayed here. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll create some peoples for development group. We'll create few more users. Ram Rama Krishna. Okay, click on OK. So one more user also created, and create one more user, Neha, 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 M. Okay, click on OK. So we have created 3 members, Kumar, Ram, Neha. What we have to do? We need to add them into development group. Okay, so we can add these peoples into development groups in 2 ways. One is select that user which you are planning to add into development group, click on edit and go to privileges. Sorry, not this one. Under overview, edit. Before that, what we'll do, see, if you click on that user, if under overview, if you see here, she is not part of any group. Okay, so if you click on it, if you go to groups, here we'll be able to see all groups. What group we are specially trying to add? Development. Click on development and add. Okay, click on OK. Now here it will show group of list of groups. If we see part of some other group also, it will list here. Okay, now we added Neha into development group. And one more is, you can go to groups, click on development, edit, go to users. Here you can select all, who and all you need development group, you can select and click on OK. This is how we can add users into groups. Okay, if in this you will be able to see list of users as part of that group. Okay, clear, right? Instead of giving permissions for one user, we are creating one group and we are giving permissions for entire group. So all the users part of that group will get same permissions. Okay, now we have added that privilege permissions. Sorry, we have added users into groups. Now we need to give privileges. Okay, privileges means in repository manager, what and all not only repository manager, in all client tools, what and all the things he can perform, what and all the things we can remove, like that we need to give. Okay, if you if you want to if it is a development group, will not give permissions for domain. Administrators only will get the access on domain. Okay, developers will work on repository service only, not in a domain. Okay, so edit on it and go to privileges, expand it. So here these are the tasks options we should give to developer. Folder, create, copy, manage version. So mainly folder creation task will goes to administrator. Okay, don't give that permissions to developer. Runtime objects, okay, he need these permissions. Okay, global objects, creation of connections will take care, administrator will take care, will not give permissions for developer. Manage deployment groups also will take care by developer, will give label and create queries option. Okay, and we are giving permissions for tools, he need to connect all tools, access designer, access repository manager, access workflow manager, access workflow monitor. Okay, and design objects, as a developer he need to design, right? So we are giving design objects, and also source and targets also he will work on. So we have given all the permissions for what all the things we want to do, and we'll click on OK. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll try to connect with one user as part of developer. We'll try to connect with Neha. Okay, Neha, password. If you connect here, first we'll see whether she has create folder option or not. Okay, where will create folder? Under folders, we'll be able to see create. Create is available? No. Why? Because we didn't given that permissions for Neha and her group. Okay, and also he cannot edit, he cannot copy, cannot delete, she cannot delete anything. Not only Neha, who and all are part of development group, they will not do folder and also this edit option. But there is one option called queries. They will be able to create, and deployment groups they will be able to create. Okay, and rest all three tools also they'll be able to access. Okay, this is how we'll control the access. Okay, and what we'll do, again we'll create some users and we'll add them into testing group. Okay, Hari, 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 Hari. Okay, okay, and we'll create one more user. Run. Okay, so now we have created two users. What we are planning to do, we are planning to add them into testing group. So we need to create one more group called testing, and we need to add them, and we need to give permissions for them. Okay, so now testing group has been sorry, it's coming under sub part. Okay, it should come under main. Okay, click on create group, testing. Okay, so we'll add them into this testing group. Kiran, Ram, right? Hari, sorry, Hari. These two are part of testing group. Usually testers what will do? They will do testing. Okay, they'll run some jobs, they will test the code. Okay, so what will do? They will give some access for less compared with developers. Testers will have very less access, so we'll give those access. Folder anyway will not give, runtime objects also will not give. Okay, monitor will give, execute. Okay, why? Because why execute means they need to execute the job, then they need to see whether the code is running or not. Okay, our tools will give only for repository, workflow manager and workflow monitor. Design objects they'll not take care, rest of the things they'll not take care. See, we have given only 4 options. Okay, they need to run the job, they need to monitor the job. That's it. Okay, click on OK. Now we'll try to connect the repository service with Hurry. It will connect. Anyone please answer? It will connect or not? We have created Hari and we have added him into testing group. We have given permissions for workflow manager and workflow monitor. Okay, now I'm trying to connect Hari in repository manager. It will work out. Okay, if you click on it, it will throw an error. The repository manager cannot connect to the repository. You might have privileges to use the repository manager. It's clearly saying that you are not authorized to do, you are not authorized to connect to the repository service in repository manager. Same thing, it will show in designer as well. But he will be able to connect on workflow manager and workflow monitor. Hari. Okay, he is able to connect and he will be able to connect on workflow monitor as well. Why? Because for Hari and testing group, we have given permissions on only 2 tools. See, workflow manager and workflow monitor. That's why he's not able to connect to the designer and repository manager. He's able to connect to the workflow manager and workflow monitor. Okay, this is how we'll manage the user access. Like under security part, we'll manage all users security. What and all the task he need to perform, we are the boss to give permissions for them as the administrator. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and tomorrow class we'll discuss about roles. What is roles? Privileges you saw, right? Privileges means giving permissions on repository. What and all the options he should perform.
Anna, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please.
Just don't close that. Don't close that, please.
Okay.
See, we have created the groups as development and testing, right?
Yeah.
For developer, there is certain what we call
standards.
Yes. For developer, different standards, and for tester, different operations. Yeah, something like okay.
Yeah.
See, how do we give permissions? See, developer will have only these permissions and the tester will have only these permissions. See, developer will have only the repository or domain, repository or workflow or monitor.
Okay.
So tester will have only workflow only, right?
Yeah.
So how do we give that?
It will comes with management. They'll send you one document. Okay. All managers will come together and they'll discuss what are all the permissions, privileges we need to give for different users and groups.
Okay, but the thing is, so how do we know that? So only the developer will have these many access, and the tester will have only these many access particularly. So how do we find that?
They will give one document, but based on my experience, I know these all the things. That's why I'm giving blindly.
No. It's not like that, Anna. See, the question is, So tester will have only monitoring or so testing the code or something, right?
Yeah.
So here, how can we select that the only the tester will have the particular, see if the tester is having only access designer or access repository manager access, okay, only these two up, only these
Okay.
two accesses.
Okay.
And the developer will have create or edit or delete or manage versions or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know who I don't know for the tester what and all access I have to provide.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
See.
how do I yeah. Mm.
Okay. Okay. For example, developer designed one code called ABC in development.
Mm. Okay,
We moved it into testing
testing.
environment.
Yeah.
Okay. If we are giving permissions for create, edit, and delete for the tester, what he will do, he will find some loopholes on that code. He will try to edit and he will try to misuse that code.
Yeah.
If he has create, edit, and delete, so he's not authorized to do that, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it should go in reverse migration. Like we need to send it to developer after finding loops. Okay. So to avoid those kind of situations, we are not giving this create, manage versions, rest things for
So
testers.
only tester will have workflow manager and workflow monitor,
Workflow
only these
manager.
two options.
Yeah.
And the
He
developer
will
will have
he will wait. The tester will run the job in workflow manager
hmm.
and he will monitor the job in workflow monitor. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So only these
Okay.
two tools we have to give access for the tester.
Tester. Okay.
Okay.
If we give access and designer, he will be able
Hmm.
to see that code, mappings and all. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, it's a risky process, risky thing for developer. They will
Okay.
risk put developer on risk.
Okay.
If they are doing something wrong, if they are changing something in developer's code, how developer will know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He did some
Yes.
analysis, based upon his analysis he designed code. He's the
Okay.
owner of that code. If
Okay.
someone comes to picture, if someone changed that code,
Hmm.
so again it's headache for developer, right?
Yes.
So to avoid such kind of scenarios, we are managing this access.
Okay.
For monitoring team also will be there in our Informatica. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
For them, we'll leave this two also. We'll give only access on monitoring tool. Will not give access for workflow manager. Just what they have to do, they will monitor our jobs in this repository service. Okay.
Okay.
There they'll get a list of the jobs which and all running, which and all taking time. Everything they will be able to find in this tab.
Okay.
With job, if they find any job failure, what they will do, just they will collect that job information, they will send to us. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to troubleshoot why, what is the reason behind that job failure. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Come, here we have five teams total in Informatica. One is administrator, boss, is the boss of all Informatica infrastructure. Okay. He should know everything. Okay. And we have developer will have access on only four tools, these four tools, client, four client tools. Okay. Tester has very less access compared with developer and tester, developer and administrator. Okay. He will have so only few options compared with both administrator and developer, and will be having operators. See, this is the operator. Operator means monitoring, just they will monitor. If they find any failures, they will report us. That's it. That is the work they have to do. Okay. Now we are the head for all Informatica. Developers comes as under us, and also tester and operators also comes with under us. Okay, clear?
Clear. Clear.
Yeah, thank you. Any questions, please? Why we are not giving permissions on domain means administrator only authorized to log in this admin console page. Okay, for others will not give access on this domain. If you give permission on this domain means automatically they will able to log into administration console page. Okay, that's why we are not giving permissions on domain. Again, we'll create one administration group in next class. I'll show you for administrator again what under the access we can give. Okay. So
Okay.
next class we'll discuss about roles and operating system profile. OS profile we already discussed, right? How it will work. To override our integration service processes, to store our files in different locations, we need to use OS profile file. I'll again explain account management. Sometimes our user IDs will get locked because of minimum login attempts. Excuse me. For example, if the user trying to connect with wrong password for 2 or 3 times, it will get locked. So they will raise one request for unlocking our account. So based upon that request, we need to remove that lock. Those and all we'll discuss in next class. Okay, tomorrow I'll take class.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll take class. Hope from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll not take. Monday also 50-50 chances. Okay, why? Because I'm going to hometown for festival. Okay, so Monday 50-50 chances. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no class, please. Okay.
Okay. Anna, hello.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, can I call you? I have something to discuss.
Sure. Call me on my mobile number.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much.